Thanks for joining us on tonight's installment of Eagle News and Entertainment. I'm Ed Collins. On tonight's show, Georgia Southern features a Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist as a guest speaker. NASA confirms a bright spot on a far-off planet few people have even heard of. And there's plenty to see at the movies this weekend if you're looking for something to do in the borough. But first, we have a new Miss GSU, and ENE reporter Angelina Reyes has the story.
I'm here at the 67th annual Miss Georgia Southern Scholarship Pageant, where contestants are competing to claim the title as Miss GSU. I'm here with Kitty and Tess at the Miss GSU Scholarship Pageant. Who are you guys rooting for tonight?
Macaulay. Macaulay Reed and Caroline Eaker.
And what are you guys' favorite portion of the scholarship pageant?
Definitely the girls' confidence when they go out on stage. I like watching their talent.
The talent portion of the show consisted of singing, flag twirling, dancing, and a beautiful rendition of The Hanging Tree played on the flute. The contestants were judged based on their confidence, wardrobe, character, and talent. The pageant also consisted of a Q&A section where the contestants were asked various questions and were judged on the delivery of the answer and the answer itself.
Please join me in congratulating your 2015 Miss Georgia Southern University contestant number 1.
I caught up with the winner of the scholarship pageant, Megan Johnson, to get her thoughts on the night. With the title as Miss Georgia Southern, how do you feel you would best represent Georgia Southern?
I feel like I'm active in every part of the Eagle Nation. I feel like I'm very involved in the clubs, not only the Greek life, and I feel like I'm a well-rounded Eagle.
And why did you choose to compete?
I've always wanted to be Miss Georgia Southern. It's always been a dream of mine, so I just needed to go after it.
And what do you feel that you can take from this pageant that you can apply to the Miss Georgia pageant?
Definitely be confident. I really know now what they're looking for, so if I could just go out there and do it, I think I'll be okay.
Megan is excited to compete in the Miss Georgia pageant coming this June. To get more information of the Miss Georgia Southern Scholarship Pageant, visit UPB's page on the Georgia Southern website. This has been Angelina Reyes with Eagle News and Entertainment.
Thanks, Angelina. We'll be looking for GSU to be represented well at the Miss Georgia pageant. Also at Georgia Southern, Pulitzer Prize-winning New York Times reporter Nicholas Kristof speaks to students and faculty alike. Kristof spoke this past Monday on a number of issues, including gatekeeping in journalism and how social media has practically eliminated gatekeeping in the world of reporting the news. When Kristof first started working in journalism, whatever he wrote is what the audience read. Now he has to tweet and Facebook post to get people to read his articles. Another main point he stressed was his position in society as a male journalist. Because he is a white male, he believes he can be a more prominent advocate for females and other races. Kristof sees his role as a journalist for the New York Times as a way for him to stand up for people who either can't stand up for themselves or who need a different person to make their cases. Video journalist Brianna Loiza and journalist Eleanor McGahee covered Kristof's visit. Next up, a new discovery is made of the dwarf planet Ceres. NASA released a new image taken last week by the Dawn spacecraft of Ceres. The image reveals that Ceres' so-called bright spot has a dimmer companion that appears to be on the same basin. Dawn is expected to enter Ceres' orbit early next month. Ceres is the largest object in the so-called asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. And finally tonight, are you thinking of going to the movies? We've got something sexy and something scary. A con man gets conned, an effort to bring the dead to life goes wrong. Martha Shade has details in this week's Now Showing.
In Focus, Will Smith plays a veteran con man.
You see, there's a science to getting people to trust you.
Do we have a deal?
Yes, we have a deal.
His plans to scam a billionaire are thrown into disarray when an old flame shows up. It turns out she's trying to run the same scam.
I wouldn't trust him if I were you.
But I should trust you.
Focus is rated R. In The Lazarus Effect,
You're talking about bringing someone back from the dead.
the untested serum when one of the researchers dies in a lab accident.
Just die.
In the process, they unleash an evil force.
Zoe, we can help you. It's too late for that. You have no idea what you've done. But you will. I'm scared.
PG-13.
Confused.
For Now Showing,
We're gonna fix
I'm
this.
Thanks for joining us tonight. For all of us here at Eagle News and Entertainment, I'm Ed Collins. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday.